It was a real honour to be approached by the team behind the 300 Years of Leadership. They were looking for organisations and people that they believed were going to continue to have an impact for the next 300 years. It was done in collaboration with a number of organisations, but the award ceremony was actually at Westminster Abbey. And it was really humbling to sit and listen to not only the people that were there and made up part of the book, but also listen to some of the stories that have happened over the years. And it's only when you put some of what we constitute as busy daily activity into the context of that sort of time period that you realise maybe what we're doing really can have an impact beyond just little old sunny Chorley. We were approached through a couple of different parties. Somebody spoke directly to myself and somebody also spoke to members of my team. They'd been profiling organisations, and actually we'd come up twice through two different organisations. One was the work that we did with industry through 3D printing, but also then the Create Education project that we referred to. So to be able to have been highlighted not once but twice as suitable for such a prestigious project was really, really humbling, as I said before, and something that not only myself but also the team took great pride in.
Was it a proud moment for you for Create?
It was one of the proudest moments we've had over the years. There's been a couple of moments where I've gone into schools and I've seen the technology being used, or when I've heard medical applications like we encountered during the COVID pandemic where people were producing PPE, that makes you really proud that what you do on a day-to-day basis enables people to have a better quality of life. But sometimes getting external recognition and being put into a similar cohort of people that have made a positive impact on the world or are about to was a nice way to be recognised, shall we say. So yeah, absolutely a great source of pride and something that we're using to motivate us to leave an even bigger dent on the universe. 3D printing is unquestionably pushing the boundaries of innovation in education. I think the most proactive teachers are already realising that this is not only a tool that's going to give them relevant skills in the Industry 4 or the 21st century in which we live, but actually teachers are also realising that a lot of education now doesn't happen in silos. So to have an enabling technology like 3D printing, which allows everybody from design and technology to science to even food production in classroom environments, melting chocolate and stuff like that, is a real switch on for people. And if we can get the kids engaged and using technology at an early age, then there's not that barrier for them to go on and use that in an industry for a positive impact in sustainability and so on and so forth. Let's be honest, the last 2 years have forced people to reappraise what's the best way to do things, and I think for me, obviously with a degree of being biased, then 3D printing can be a real enabler for the people going into employment to address some of the challenges that we've got, like the climate and sustainability. I think to truly understand what Create offers to the education sector is to understand a little bit about the story. We went to my parents' networks and their senior teachers and what they were part of, and they kept saying to us that it wasn't just 3D printing that had a challenge in adoption in the classroom, that it was also other technologies that had run into a block, and those challenges were teachers liked to be part of a community, what happened when the technology didn't work, where could they get access to the education resources that they need, how could they access people who were already on that journey, how do we keep it relevant and teachable so that they could keep the skills up to date. And of course there's an ongoing challenge in many areas of education with funding, so we took those barriers, put them into an acronym of community, reliability, education, access, teachability and economics, and that was the genesis of the Create Education project. I think when you frame that we as an organisation are looking to collaborate and are looking to remove barriers that the teachers tell us are real rather than what we in industry assume are real, then that differentiates us from a lot of ed tech providers. I think what's really important as well is that we're very open in terms of how we share our resources, and we believe that social proof in one area of education can be hugely impactful for other people in other areas to really get them to grab hold of the technology and start realising the benefits for themselves. I think it's been a really rewarding couple of years despite the challenges in society for us as an organisation, because not only was it a huge source of pride and privilege to be nominated to be included in the 300 Years of Leadership project, but we also actually had a dream come true, or one of my dreams as the founder of Create come true. We often dreamt that this holistic collaborative approach to helping people adopt technology would be recognised by many of the legacy employers that we have here in the UK and in future globally. In the last month or so, we've just recently announced a collaboration with BAE, whereby they are sponsoring 50 local schools to have this technology and the associated training that comes with it, so that their kids can realise the benefits, but also their staff can become au fait with where the learning benefits lie with this technology. To have a legacy organisation supporting my team in terms of their service delivery to impact the learning outcome of kids, that's why we get out of bed in the morning. And for BAE to recognise the impact that can have not only on their business but on the local community vindicates what we dreamt up many years ago as being true.